Okay, now let's see if this works.
Add me. There we go. Okay,
Literally.
so
Am I?
all right. Oh, we're live.
We're live.
We're live. Apparently, all I needed to do was show up, and this thing starts working for you. Knows better than to piss me off. You're live, my friend. You're live.
Oh,
Which
thank
reminds me,
God.
now I better. Wait a second. Why isn't this? Okay. What's the name of this stream?
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay. So I
Yeah.
am looking at the wrong stream. You have another stream there. Okay. Hold on. Let's.
Means I'm gonna have to go back in. Where do I get to that again now?
Okay. Well, let me. I just want to make sure that we're live. So we have whatever and who cares.
Okay.
Now, shite. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna attempt to do this, but we might get a little bit of reverb, but I'm gonna attempt to do something here. So give me a second. I'm gonna see if anybody's in the chat because I don't see you have the chat window up.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, hold on. I gotta mute. There we go. Okay, now we're buffering. Why are we buffering? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Oh, well, yeah, I guess this would help. There we go. Captain Redneck's in here.
I don't even see. I have no idea. Oh, Captain Redneck. Yeah, you're first. All right. Now, how do I get? Okay, how do I get to the actual chat? I don't want to be in the StreamYards page at all. I don't like it. It's ugly.
So to do that, you have to go to your actual stream, which in private chat, right? You know where the private chat tab is here in StreamYards, right?
Private chat, yeah.
Okay. I'm about to post a link to your actual YouTube channel. To the YouTube video that this is running on.
Yes.
Please bear with us, folks. We're getting Captain Trek here all set up and running. So, okay. So just bear with us. My computer died, so it's kind of my fault. We had hoped to have all this sorted out beforehand. However, oh well, whatever. Who gives a darn? All right.
Right now, it's only Captain Redneck and us.
Okay, so in private chat, right? I posted the link to your actual YouTube video.
Yes, and I'm there now.
So open that in a separate tab.
Yes.
And then immediately mute it. Otherwise, we're going to get a whole bunch of feedback.
Already done.
All right.
That was
so then what you do is you see your chat window in here. You see the 3 dots?
Yes. Wait a minute.
Click the 3 dots, and you'll have the option to pop out chat. Pop out the chat.
Okay.
And then you can close that window. And then you can move that little box around that has the popped out chat anywhere you want on your screen, and you will be able to see the live chat.
Okay.
And then you can close that window so you're not running YouTube and StreamYards at the same time, overworking your system.
Yeah. So not only is he first, he's the only one here. And hey, we got. Hey, Captain Redneck, what's going on?
All right. So we've got that going on. We've got that going for us. Oh, it doesn't work on iPhone. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to close off YouTube before my computer dies again. All right. So now there we go. So now do you see the pop-out chat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so does that make it easier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you would do that typically before you go live, right?
Right.
So that when you when you go live, you already have that window, the popped out chat, and then you can see the live chat because there is a delay in StreamYards.
Well, now that everybody already came to 1, 2, 3, however many I came to had, and nothing came up, I give up. I give up.
Well, no, at least now we've got it running, right? Now now you'll be able to, just go through StreamYard.
Okay, but how do I get to my? Shit.
How do you get to your what?
How do I get to my YouTube thing?
Oh, you don't need to as long as you're in StreamYards.
In order to get the pop out chat, I do.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So what you would do for that? Well, here, I'll do it this way. I'll show you right now.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it doesn't take me that long at all. Give me a second. I have it. I have the windows open and everything. Just click on my screen, the bottom corner, so that it brings it up.
What?
Okay, you see right beside me, there's another box. It says Rambling Canucks screen.
No, it doesn't say. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the bottom. There you go. Okay, so you brought it up to full screen. Okay, so what you do is you come over here to your. So what you would do before you go live, right, is you go to content, go to live, right? Then you go to whatever the video is that you're gonna do, that you're gonna use, that you're going to, and then just do this. Get the shareable link. Click it. Once you click it, it will automatically put it in your copied, like you've copied the link. Okay, so all you have to do is click it once, right? And then you would go open another window, like another tab, and then, or some of the, like, when you're in the processes of doing this, the reason I'm telling you to do it this way is because your live stream, before it goes live, this option is not available anymore until after the live stream is over, which is annoying. So you have to go down to shareable link, click it once, that copies it. Then you open it in another window. Then you just go through the pop-out chat and then close it off. Make sense? Does that help?
I have to see it. I can't right now.
Okay, well, here, I'll actually do it because this is just okay. So you go click the shareable link, then you open another tab.
Hold on.
And then in your little search bar, you paste your copied link.
Okay,
bang.
Stop. Okay. I'm in my thing. In my studio.
Pause something. Yeah.
Now what do I do?
Okay, hold on.
Am I on uploads or am I live? Or what am I?
Okay, so uploads is the first one. Live is the other one.
Right.
Okay, so then you go down to you highlight the video just by moving your cursor over it. You'll see an icon like a pencil, a graph, the chat thing, and this one you probably won't see yet. And then you go to the 3 dots.
Okay, get the shareable link. Okay.
Okay, get the shareable link. Then open a separate tab.
If I already have it, I'll just for practice anyhow.
I can just close this. Okay, so then open a separate tab. and then right click up top and paste your link and hit enter.
And done. And closed because there's no point in having it twice.
Exactly. So that's how I do it, and I do it before I go live. And then I have it all set up the way I want it before I go live. And then you just hit the, go live button and wait a couple of seconds, and then poof, you're live. Or if it argues, you invite Rambling Canuck, and then it gets scared and it goes live. Hey, Tromore.
Hey, Tromore.
We're just we're just getting Captain Trek here set up on StreamYards and kind of going over things. So this won't be a really. I think we've got through the woods already. So the beginning of the stream is more. There we go. LDG Pixels. Sorry, I'm back. No problem. We have had my computer go down. Captain Trek wanting to throw his out a window. So, but
or
we've got
me
him on StreamYards now, and he's been able to, and he's able to live stream. So there we go. We've accomplished our mission. How come you don't instead of having your camera, how come you don't have your avatar?
I don't know how to do that.
All right, I'll show you again. I'll show you. I'll share my screen again. Share. Okay, just waiting for you to bring it up.
Okay.
All right. So you see down here. Okay, hide that for now. Okay, you see down here where it says mute start cam, right?
Okay.
So if I click this, you see how mine is highlighted and yours isn't?
No.
Click this button.
Click what button?
Start cam. Click that once.
I don't see a start cam.
Okay, right on the bottom. Look at my screen.
Okay. I have stop cam.
Yeah. So you hit stop cam.
Okay.
And then it should give you an option. Then you should be seeing an avatar.
Yes.
Of some sort.
I am now.
Okay, so now what we do is just remove from stream. There, and poof, you've got your avatar.
Oh, thank God.
There you go.
Okay, this is much more complicated than it was trying to use YouTube before.
A little bit. You're getting the hang of it.
This is supposed to be fun, not as stressful.
You'll be doing this in your sleep in like a day. Seriously, you'll be doing it in your sleep.
You mean I'll be doing it like Bird?
Yeah. See, you'll get to bird level. We all aspire to get to bird level.
At least so far, I've never been asleep while streaming.
Yeah.
So far.
Let's knock on wood. Break out the whiskey.
Right now, I'm about ready to break out the whiskey.
Yeah, well, we have successfully got you streaming, Captain Trek.
I do appreciate that.
Not a problem. I told you before, you need some help, let me know. I'll do what I can.
I know. I appreciate that. I've had several people that have been very kind and patient and offering to help, and I've been quite stressed. I'll put it that way.
Understandable. We all go through it our first few streams.
I'm not one who typically sounds like Ensign Ricky, and I was, yeah.
It's all good. We've all had those moments. I have it every time my computer goes robot voice. So it's all good. Or the whole audio cuts out completely, like when I had it going before there. But
yeah, all of a sudden, you were just gone.
yeah. It just okay. Got to restart. Son of a. And because I even had it in a private stream, I couldn't type so that you would see it.
Yeah.
Because in a private stream, and for some reason, if you put your video to private, StreamYards doesn't give you the chat option, which is really bloody annoying. But yeah, so, but yeah, there you go. You're online. 16 minutes into a live stream. There you go.
16 minutes. Okay, that's. Yes.
And Captain Trek asked, did Berto Prey really fall asleep during live stream? Yes.
Watching a movie.
Watching a movie. But to Bird's credit, it was because he hadn't slept very much because he'd been doing videos and reviews and, But yes, once. Which it shall never be spoken of again.
Well, at least not today. We need to be nice to him today.
Yeah. But, yeah. But yeah, it'll get easier as you do it. The more you do it, the more it'll be just click done, click done.
See, and here's the thing. I'm reading, and I hate trying to read the names about videos showing the ropes. Well, how to find them is the problem. Some of them, I've seen some where it's just like, here's a video, and some idiot is moving their mouse and clicking stuff.
Yeah. I've seen those. Oh, I hate those. They're useless. Absolutely useless. Or they have music in the background as they're moving their mouse.
Yeah.
Because that's helpful.
oh, yes, of course. It's helpful. Yeah. And it's usually music I hate. So
yeah, usually. It's like, seriously, dude, just talk, please.
Well, tell us what you're doing. He's Canadian. He called you my name. Could call you Captain Asshole.
No, I can't. He actually posted a positive comment on my video. I have to be nice to Captain Redneck.
I said could. I didn't say would. He's actually been nice to me recently. So what's going on today with you? Other than helping me out?
Not a hell of a lot. Not a hell of a lot.
Which I must say I appreciate this. Thank you.
No problem. And then later on I have to edit a video for sci-fi.
Well, somebody needs to. Do you actually have the video now?
For which?
Whatever.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to edit it because one of the things he wants he can't send me. So if I don't have the stuff, I can't do it. So, and I don't really feel like pulling it off YouTube and stuff.
Well, let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do. Where is my... There it is. There. And here we go. There we go. Copy. All right.
See, and because we did so many streams and then canceled them, YouTube probably didn't send out the notifications.
And
so you should probably post it on Twitter.
I have no idea how to do that from here because you had me close the window.
Oh, yeah. Shite. Okay, I can do it. I shall do it. So you talk, keep them entertained while I'm doing this.
Okay. How am I? See, I had actually had stuff to talk about the first 3 times I tried to start a live stream, and then it's just like now I'm going to start it because I was going to, and then it just got to the point. It's like,
well, start one of your topics.
Honestly, I've forgotten them.
Are you going to tell me how bad Picard is?
I can tell you how bad I thought that one episode was, but I had somebody remind me that the day I actually watched that one, I was having a lot of pain. So that could have influenced my opinion of that episode.
Maybe.
Because I thought the one with Riker just was crap. That one was the one I rated the absolute lowest. So I'm going to have to watch that again when I'm not in pain and see what I think about it then.
Okay, so there.
And we know you love Picard, so that's...
I wouldn't say I love it, but I don't mind it. It's not that bad of a show for me. Okay, so there, I tweeted it out. So now hopefully, yeah, it's still early enough. Bird of Prey shouldn't be. Messages. Let's see if I've still got them on here. There he is. Boom. Okay, so I even sent it to Bird, so
thank you.
Maybe I sent him directly, so whether he gets it or not, if he has Twitter open. And we'll go to Discord and we'll go into your Discord. And in general, yeah, I can put it in general, right? Yeah, let's put it in general. It's your YouTube or your Discord. There we go. Boom. Okay, so now it's there. All right, and I will throw it in mine. So yeah, just keep them entertained. I'm just sharing this around here.
Anytime, you're welcome to post in mine anytime you have a video or whatever from your Discord that you for your channel. Just do it under self-promotion like anything else.
There we go. Okay.
That's the point of having it there.
All right. So now, let me see. New threads. Okay. So, oh, goodness gracious. I bet you Darth Revan is going to join us right away. He just posted a big long blurb on your... They're talking Doctor Who. Okay. Cool. All right. So now that's done. I can come back here and no, that's the wrong stream. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. So hopefully they pay attention and...
Well, after getting I don't know. After the notifications before and everything went out, now it's not going out. So
Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's what happens when back to back to back. That's why when you release a video, you usually leave like a couple hours between before you launch a live stream or something. Otherwise, you don't get the notifications go out. And YouTube has been bad with notifications at the best of times.
Oh yes.
So there's that.
See, I'll get notifications an hour after Bird or Andy Tricker started. It's like, really? What's the point of
Oh yeah, YouTube is brutal with notifications. Okay,
But we
so
but
now we'll
we
just
absolutely love Google and YouTube. We
Oh
we we
yes,
really do because they're
yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
yeah,
And even though the notifications are a complete and utter failure, we love Google and YouTube.
yeah, because it's definitely not their fault.
No, they
Must
have
be
no
that Slacky that they hired last week.
they have no responsibility for their part. No.
No,
No.
no. All of a sudden we go black. Oh darn!
Channel banned.
I thought it was supposed to be bots. LDG says that they got the notification. Well, that's always good
That's good to know because
because I don't think I did.
okay. So, what are your thoughts on Picard? If I'm supposed to shoot you on Picard,
Well, we kind of covered this before, but basically, in short, I think the season has been okay. It's had a
I mean, whatever the pixels.
I think it's been okay overall. It's had some minor missteps, but it all hinges on this Thursday.
Yes, sir.
If they,
Oh God, Picard was a gem. Ooh, ooh, brutal. I like that, but hey, I like honesty. I do.
mm-hmm.
Even if I disagree with something, I would much rather somebody be honest and say,
Yeah, I
uh,
would much rather somebody. You know what? The way it works is,
yeah,
uh,
you're right. They are excrementing all over the legacy of Trek. You're right,
eh,
Pixels.
I think they tried with Picard.
I think they
I mean, they
tried.
screwed up some spots. I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't, but I think overall they tried. And you also have to remember that. I mean, in all,
Oh, I would have to agree with Captain Redneck. It is better on the first season than other Star Trek series, particularly Next Generation.
and I think another point too is I think Picard would have been better received if Discovery hadn't come first.
I would agree. I would agree that I think that what happened with Discovery just yeah, people were ready and the Discovery shuttles and all that on Picard. If it weren't on Discovery first, yeah, people would.
And LDG Pixels says, "Watch, I bet you season 1 won't conclude till the end of season 2." That wouldn't surprise me, and to be honest, I kind of don't want it to. Because here's the thing. We're no longer dealing with the old style of show making, and that's just the way it is. They've they've decided that they're going to go for one major story arc from start to finish, instead of your episodic shows. Now, grant you, that's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people like every episode to have beginning, middle, end, beginning, middle, end, beginning, middle, end, next. However, the way that they're doing the story now is it's no longer episodic, but it's the full, it's long game.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. The thing I don't like is the number of episodes.
Yes, I think that in some ways it is. Well, yes, according to old standards, it's not a full season. Name me a show that has 26 episodes that's been released in the last 2 years.
And see, I don't even mind about the not
or last 26. Year, for that matter.
Yeah, I don't even mind about
name me one show.
None.
One show that has 26 episodes.
None that I'm aware of. But see, what I would like to see is 13 episodes, a half season. That way, 4 seasons would be a year's worth of, regular television content. Whereas, 2 seasons on a 26 episode series would be a year.
And LD, I would argue that Picard has long-term plots and short-term plots.
And I am curious.
Finding Soji was a short-term plot. The Borg Cube was a short-term plot. The XBs were a short-term plot. Your long-term plot is the Romulans and the Synths. So one could make an argument that they have those aspects within Picard. Now, whether you like those aspects or not is completely subjective.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely agree it is subjective. I will ask LDG, which is hard to say. What does LDG stand for? And I hope you don't mind if I just say pixels, because it's a lot easier for me.
Dora the Explorer plots. I don't even understand that whole how I don't remember
initials. LDG are initials, but I say
but no the comparing Picard plots to a Dora the Explorer plot, I don't see it. I honestly don't.
Oh, you can. How do I do that?
Because actually, I've had the wonderful joy of having to watch that show. It was my eldest daughter's favorite show when she was younger.
This may be a mistake, but we'll learn anyhow. Either way. Okay, you want to say it? Come on in.
I don't mind an opposite opinion.
Hey, it's a way to meet somebody new.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for him to come into the studio. And while we're waiting,
well, that's if he can. I mean, he's.
Is Is he on a phone or?
I don't know. That's what I said. Let's see if he can. I mean, not everybody has the capability to jump on.
This is true.
But I wouldn't mind. As long as we keep it to the show and we agree ahead of time that there's no, well, you're stupid for liking this or you're stupid for hating this, because that's just that's no longer a debate. That's just whatever.
Insults. Yeah.
that's just okay, whatever, done. But I'll go back and forth about the show all day long. I don't care. All right, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
So in the meantime,
while we're waiting for him, I'm going to let you entertain the folks while I go Gelogia and grab a coffee.
Certainly. Well, this has been definitely been an interesting time. I've first was originally planning on going live, and then it kept screwing up, and then I thought, well, I did it in order to get some help with it. Other than that, okay. Now the biggest letdown to Picard so far was Seven becoming queen. Absolutely nothing, doing absolutely nothing, and stopping the Borg character arc of like 4 seconds. Well, you know what? I have a feeling she's going to become Borg queen again, and who knows how long it'll last the second time. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot longer than what people think. Somebody's nuking something in the microwave. Not sure what it is, but maybe Seven will help liberate all the Borg. That'd be cool. That's Star Trek 7. I like that. Star Trek 7. Wouldn't it be the proper title, though? Wouldn't it be Star Trek 7 of 9? So as not to confuse anybody.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Okay, so Captain Redneck says, I guess that's what you guys were talking about while I was gone.
Correct.
Yeah. 709 becoming the queen. I don't mind that she's not the queen anymore. I think it would have been a mistake to go that way, because I think if they would have left her the Borg queen, you would have divided the fandom even more. Because I mean, just look at when the preview came out of 7 of 9, looking like she was going to become the queen. The flack that came out of that, just the preview of that, was insane. So I think if they would have left her as the queen, the Borg queen, we would have had issues, even more than we do now.
Oh, I agree.
Where I have a problem with that is what I didn't like about that particular episode was how the drones were so easily defeated. Because let's face it, they're defeated. They're not coming back. That bothered me. But I can almost excuse it because it's a side plot. It's not the main plot, right? So it's the mixed vegetables on the side of the plate. And yeah, I agree, Captain Redneck. She should have done something as taken out a couple of Romulan warbirds as they're warping away, right? Anything, something cool. I agree with you. I can give you sorry. I can give you that completely. I can agree there completely. And like I said, one of my biggest issues was that the drones were taken out so easily. I would have liked to see a little bit more of a issue. But again, it's a side plot, so I can kind of go, okay, they've only got 10 episodes. They can't have a Borg war. I get it. But it is unfortunate. But I think that's one of the things that the 10 episode season is suffering, right? Because you had one major plot and then you had maybe 6, 7 side plots. If you broke them all down.
At least, yeah.
And Captain Redneck says Borg space story. Yeah, I got to go back and I got to watch that episode because I swear that they say that the Borg drones were moved to the cargo bay. And if that's the case, then I have no problem with the door. So I have to go back and watch that because I'm pretty sure there's dialogue within the show where they say that the drones were moved to the cargo bay. And if that's the case, to the cargo bays, if that's the case, then I have no problem with the door. Because how many times in Star Trek have we seen them open the cargo bay doors?
Well, keep in mind, if it has a cargo bay, if you're correct about the dialogue, that would mean that they've modified the cube.
Yeah.
Because the Borg would not have a cargo bay.
Yeah, the Borg would have. Well, I don't know. The Borg could use cargo bay-esque for when they bring in a ship with tractor beam.
True.
And then assimilate the hell out of it.
But
which would make sense for why it has to be so big. I mean, you could come up with millions of reasons and rationale for it if you really wanted to. I mean, it's not hard.
No, but I mean, it's not ever been seen on screen before, so it's not something that we could say, "Oh, here's an example."
Yeah, exactly. But for a cargo bay door, if that dialogue is there, and I don't want, and that's why I'm very careful when I say I'm not 100% sure. Right? Yes. I'm not 100% sure. I have to go back and rewatch, but I'm pretty sure it's a split second. It's just a dialogue drop of about 30 seconds where they state that the drones have been moved to the cargo bays. And if that's the case, then I have no problem with the door because we've seen them open a cargo bay door a million times in Trek.
Well, and things get
blasted out to space.
What happened when 7 was trying to take over Voyager? And the others were in the cargo bay. What did they do? They opened the cargo bay doors and whoosh, out the rest of them went.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh, okay, yeah, and Captain Trek says it has been seen on Voyager. Scorpion, Chekhov blew drones out the cargo bay. Happened in Enterprise 2.
That's Captain Redneck, by the way.
Yeah, Captain Redneck. It's too many darn captains. One of you got to get promoted, I swear. Can we just call you Admiral Redneck from now on? There's too many captains. Captain Foley, Captain Trek, Captain Redneck. Somebody's got to get promoted.
I was just promoted to captain, so it's a little too soon for me.
All right, well then we're officially promoting Captain Redneck. He's now Admiral Redneck.
Well, he could be Admiral. He could be what was that other one?
Commodore.
Commodore, yeah.
No, we'll just move him up a rank, Admiral.
Admiral. Well, and admirals do tend to be assholes. So yeah.
You said that. I didn't. Just promote Captain Redneck to Admiral Redneck, and then it'll be less confusing. Oh goodness.
No, thank you. No, thank you, Admiral. Yeah, but then you'd have people confused with what admiral you were talking about.
No, yeah. But there's not as many admirals. Everybody's captain. Like, you look into Anti-Trekker's chat, there's like 14 of them.
Well, my promotion was Darth Revan's fault. So
that's a sensible idea. Blame Revan.
He was the one who said
Irish twit. He should be here. I don't care. Where is he? Why isn't he here? That's why Revan's playing Space Engineers.
Oh, okay.
Well, remind me to kick him in the hall. Remind me to kick him in the Blarney Stones. Anyway.
I was assuming that maybe we'd have a. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. At the screen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Probably deselect his comments so that we can actually see him there, Captain Trek.
Say that again.
Deselect his comment so we can actually see so that he's not covered by his own comment.
How do I do that?
You go back, scroll up in the StreamYard's chat till you get to that comment, and then click it again, and then it'll disappear.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So, welcome to the stream.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. We can hear you.
Oh wow, okay, excellent. Is my speakers coming in? I mean, are you hearing yourself through my mic, or
no?
Need to mute anything?
You're sounding good, buddy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet. All right, well, thanks for the invite. You guys totally caught me off guard. I was just like working while I'm listening to you guys, and I'm like, well, what are they talking about? Oh, they're inviting me. Holy schmoly.
See, here's my thing. I like Picard, right? Yeah. But I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to belittle you because you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have no problems debating the actual show at all.
Plenty to debate.
Right? Or talk, you point what you didn't like, I put what blah blah blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind having that conversation.
Absolutely.
Not at all.
It's just real difficult when you have to type, and there's so much to type. I mean, where to start with Picard is there's so much. And I mean, it's not like I have a problem with Picard. I still watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. I still, my what do they call it? The straw that broke the camel's back. I can still carry a few more straws, though that number is dwindling. But it's just they put the damn guy's name on it. You put Gene's name on it. You said it's based on Gene. You don't go that far and then completely left turn. You know what I mean? Like saying it's based on Gene is so loose. Is such a shadow of its true meaning. To even say that is that means you need to follow certain things in there. It's like, I swear, like this whole first 10 episodes of Picard, like Trekkies, we're not guaranteed to watch 20 episodes. You know what I mean? You only do that with new shows that you don't know if people are going to watch. So you don't spend the 50 million. You only spend the 10 million or whatever it happens to be. You do the 10 episodes and you see if they like it. And then what happens? Just like on Netflix, if a show's doing well, they get more episodes. If the show's doing less well, you get less episodes. But you don't start something that is $1 billion idea of Star Trek and say, oh, we only get 10 episodes. What?
Well, okay, I can try to answer from my perspective a few of those. One, it wouldn't matter what Star Trek show they do, whether it's dark, light, and whether it follows Gene's vision for Star Trek or not, Gene's name has to be on it, right? They have to pay. They have to put his name, because the minute you put Star Trek on it, Gene Roddenberry's name has to be there, right? That's just.
I don't know if that's a must. I would.
Well, actually, that is a must. The only reason
it is a must. It's legal
because they've done the same thing with the fan. They've done the same thing with the fan films based on Star Trek by Gene Roddenberry. That's absolutely.
They have to have Gene Roddenberry legal. Credited. They have.
I mean, I guess. But if I guess the more point is if I was Gene Roddenberry, I'd be like, take my name off. Like, I would tell you, take my name off right now. I don't want anything that your version of Star Trek is. You're allowed to have it as far as you owning the license. You have the license. Okay, do what you want. Just take my name off of it, because I mean that's like, saying Walt Disney World and then having some kind of demonic, death movie coming out saying, made by Disney or whatever. You just can't ruin their name.
This would not be the first Star Trek, nor would Discovery, that Gene Roddenberry didn't like.
No, but unlike all the other ones, they did still have original creators a part of the scene, and that's where I get it. So when you have Gene
Roddenberry wanted DS9 canceled, plain and simple. He did not want DS9 at all. So, but every DS9 episode, you still see Gene Roddenberry.
But again, there was original creators. I get that. You're absolutely right. When you're talking strict canon, the definition of canon is the differences between an original work and every work that happens beyond the originator. So as soon as Gene dies, it goes to the next person in line, which there were production people originally created the original Star Trek were still in they were making DS9, they were making Voyager, they were still in it. The top level of Gene's crew, as far as the creation process goes, they were still in charge of DS9. They were still in charge of Voyager. It's these new ones that even they jumped off ship, and now it's a completely third party, no original people whatsoever, except for the actors, and even in those cases, not original actors.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking in this day and age. What are the chances that you're going to be able to get any of those guys back? Like from the end of Enterprise to the beginning the beginning of Discovery. How many years is that? What are the chances you're going to be able to pull those people out of A, retirement, or B, off the shows and series they're already doing, and they probably aren't even with CBS anymore? Because most of them are working on the Orville, if we're talking even TNG. Right?
And again, it really depends on the people. That's if you're trying to get everybody, first of all, which even I'm not expecting. Like, of course, you're not going to get everybody. It's not like you're just going to start like Star Trek never was out for so many years. But like, you already have a premise. You have this Picard show. You have it can have its own crew. We have a unifying anchor, which is Picard. And then from that anchor, we can see who wants to come on board. Whether if we can get Geordi or Riker or Data playing everybody but Data, whatever. You know what I mean? And go from there. But not just give these people a meaningless 15 seconds on film and then kill them. Or have no plot line except for just saying hello and bye. Sorry.
That was Maddox. None of the original Enterprise crew has been killed off unceremoniously. Riker got an entire episode. So did Deanna Troi. Now, what I will say with that is you have to remember too, there are two other aspects that you're forgetting. That is, one, Stewart is a jackass. And I say that as a Picard fan. Let me explain this. I came into Star Trek in the TNG era. Okay. So TNG is my TOS. That makes sense. Okay. So I say Picard is kind of a jackass because in his contract, he made them do this in LA. Okay. So they have to film in LA to have Picard in the show. If they would have been able to move it up to, say, where Discovery is being filmed in Toronto, it would have been cheaper to film, or moved it to a cheaper market than LA.
Yeah, and there's money behind it. I agree with that as well.
Then you can turn around and you have more of that budget for other stuff. But right now, between the salary they're paying Picard, and I'm not even going to try to be the fanboy and go, oh, no, he's doing this from the kindness of his heart. Bullshit, he's doing this for money. Bite me.
They back up the truck.
What everybody's doing.
Right? I'm not going to sit there and try to convince you that Picard is doing this because he loves Trek and this is, his lifelong dream. Yeah, fuck that. Sorry, Trek. Sorry. Right? So, but so between the money they're paying for Stewart, and then the just the overhead of doing this show in LA, that's probably 3/4 of their budget. Right.
Well,
there.
I know. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, go ahead.
I said the rest of it's going to cover Disco's overruns.
And some of it is probably being siphoned over to Disco. They're stealing from Peter to pay Paul. That would not surprise me at all.
I'll make a prediction right now. Picard is going to die on episode 10, and he's going into that blank body whether he likes it or not. And then all they have to do is pay for a voice acting from him from now on, and he'll be in a synth body and won't actually have to be on live.
I see where you're going with that.
I can imagine. I smell it.
I think that's how the series ends. Picard dies.
I'm smelling it.
I don't smelling it. Into the body. That'll be lore.
There, I bet you it's something that's even caught him by surprise, thinking, "Oh, they're not going to kill me off," and they're like, "You know what? We can still have Picard, but we don't actually have to have John. Picard. we'll just put him into a body, and then be done with it."
Saying, but I just don't see it happening. Just the way they're setting it up, I don't see it happening. I see that body being reserved for Sun / AKA Lore.
He's gonna die. Watch. I bet you that's the original plot. I agree with you. Whoever originally noticed that, because even I didn't think of it, saying that he was Lore and the way he was talking. There's so much possibility in that plot that he is actually Lore, and he is aging like Data, and he needs a body that doesn't age. And this, I mean, the plot fits perfectly. It wouldn't be the first time that he used another, cybernetic beings and whatnot. It fits in like Trek, but because it does fit in like Trek, CBS is going to screw it up. I just don't think either it's going to happen and they screw it up, or it's not going to happen. I would love to see that plot play out, but then I'm sure at the end, Lore's going to die. He's not going to get his body, but he's going to do something where Jean-Luc Picard saves someone's life by standing in front of a phaser or something, and he gets hit, and they're going to put him in the body that was ready for Lore. And that's going to end up season 2, and then most likely, I don't know what's going to happen with the, that portal you saw with the red weird looking skeleton robots coming through the portal.
See, whatever that's going to end up happening is I could almost be on board with you with Lore dying and not making it into the body, and then that yellow face.
He's Egypt.
No, the yellow, the evil woman bot being the main bad, with the help of these other synths that are going to be coming through the portal thingy. And I could almost, if they do it right, what I would do, and now this is just not what I think is going to happen, not what I, more what I want to happen, right? Is they're on the losing end, right? The synths are coming, they're getting their butts kicked. The fleet shows up, they do a tactical retreat, fade to black.
Yeah.
Think about it. Every season of most shows nowadays, right? Discovery is no different. They end on a cliffhanger, right? That's a perfect cliffhanger. And you know what? You could even do fan service because you could have it where Picard and crew and the Borg cube are Borg cubes firing from the surface. They sent up the stupid Orchids of Doom, which I think is absolutely retarded. All I can do is say, yay, we have we have something else in Trek to add to space whales. But
Lord,
I'd be interested. I'm sorry, rambling, but I'd be interested since we did ask him on the panel. What are your insights? What do you think?
I'm sorry. Was that for me? A repeat, please?
Yes, sir. That is for you. What are your insights,
question, please?
What are your insights for the show?
In other words, what
like for the next season or episode 10?
Yeah, for episode 10
for season 2
and
season 10 and
yes.
season 2.
Well, I just don't know. I'm telling you, CBS has thrown so many curveballs with the Borg cubes, 5 seconds of fame, and Data, which was Dream Data. I mean, they're spinning the ball so much. Even I don't know. I would like to see the lore plot. I would like to see. I would even like to see Picard get put into a synth body. Absolutely, that would change his character up completely, because then you have the voice of Starfleet, of what we want Starfleet to be, in an undying, super bionic, synth body. It's going to give him power. It's going to change his character around from being the old man that everyone's questioning, or I don't know how to use this, and I can't run here, and it's going to change him around completely and put him front and center. And all Patrick has to do, Sir Patrick, is to send in his MP3s of his voiceovers.
But here's the problem with that, and I'm sorry to interject.
Yeah, go ahead.
But to be devil's advocate, and I know I'm the one on the panel that goes, I love, I'm enjoying the show. But to play out devil's advocate, I can tell you exactly what the videos would be the next day. And that is, plain and simply, they put Picard into a synth body, and everybody will say that's unbelievable because Picard would have too much PTSD from being a drone to ever want to be put into a synth body. It's BS.
Oh, no, of course. By his will. Yeah, that's where the twist comes in. It happens against his will. He doesn't have a say. So you can still save face saying Picard says, no, I would never want to do that. But then you put them in a situation that if we don't have Picard, bad shit's going to happen. So we need to do it. And since he's laying unconscious and says no word, let's just do it. Hit him with the Ray mind swapping ray or whatever it is. And then he's going to wake up. He's going to freak out. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's room for great plot here with that what we're talking about right now.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I just don't think they're going to go that way. Honestly, I don't.
I can't wait to find out.
I can't wait either.
Don't answer, and they better answer something of consequence before developing the plot hole, whatever we have to wait for next year, the cliffhanger. At least answer something of relevance, and it better not be something stupid, some minor detail we didn't care about. Picard started it on a great roll, and then it souped. I mean, I think it's pretty common that everybody does not like the first 3 episodes. I mean, they did a horrible job. The first 3 episodes could have been 1 episode,
1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, and they could have left room to drag out more of the stuff that they just spit past us, like that whole prophecy, how they just mention it out of nowhere and we're expected to know about it. And they mentioned the 8, the planet of 8 or whatever it was, conclave of 8. They mentioned it like once, and it was by third party. It wasn't even a main character saying it. We don't even know how that person knew. Like it was. They just said it once, and then we don't know about it on the next episode.
10-episode season that it does. I mean, like I said, I think their mistake was going into season 1. If I had to point out their biggest mistake in season 1, it was 1, it's 10 episodes. too. But I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, even Discovery,
Get honest.
What, 13?
Discovery wasn't linked directly. It didn't have. Discovery was an absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, prototype Star Trek reboot.
What I was saying is like series wise, it had what, 13 episodes a season?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look, but I know it was more than 10, right?
Yes.
Mandalorian, it had 10.
Mandalorian had 10.
It seems to be the format right across the board. You're getting 10 episodes, 10, maybe you're 15 and under. That's your episode cap. And hello, Cinnamon. But that's
hey.
So yes, but more importantly than the 10 episodes, if they knew it was 10 episodes going in, I think what they did was they added 2 or 3 too many side plots.
Filler.
Right?
It's just like watching Dragon Ball. Filler. Too much filler.
Yeah.
Too much Hercule. Too much. It was too much. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. And then when it came to actually paying attention to the pure plot, it was like fast. It was like watching in warp speed. Yeah. You didn't really have time for any of it to soak in, especially the really good scenes that they lined up. Why do you spend how many? I don't even want to know how much money they spent on CGIing that Borg cube. I don't even want to know because we only got about 10 seconds of that thing actually moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Seriously. And the biggest moment of the entire series, We Are Borg, lasted, I swear you not, what I think it was 13 seconds or something like that. I mean, nothing. Not even one assimilation. You even go and show us in the first episode, so many years since assimilation, putting it in our head that we're going to see an assimilation. Nope. You're just going to open up the garage doors and vacuum suck them into space.
But for me, it's almost excusable in my opinion because it's a side plot. Side plots never get the full treatment. Your main plots do. So for me, the Borg were always a side plot. They were never going to be the main plot. At least not right at this point, at this juncture.
I mean, I agree, but that's more of a linear. You got to be more dynamic today. Everybody, especially the new Trekkies, they want dynamic. Your small plots and your big plots need to rotate with each other, and small plots need to become
the E-chip scene for the new fans. That's who the E-chip scene was for.
It's for the what? The E-chip was for the new fans. You said?
Yeah, that was for your 18 to 25 demographic.
100%. When they ripped out the eye.
Yeah, that was for 18 to 25 who play shooting games all day long and watch these slasher movies that they supposedly call horror films. But that's who that's for. 100%. 18 to 25.
Mm. I still think there's a little there was a little bit more to that as well.
Well, yeah, because of who
targeted him and the way they targeted it, and they made a female doing it, and I think there's a little bit more there than just that. Yeah, but I agree with you.
Like honestly, I mean, let's be honest. Mm-hmm. If you go back to most shows, if you really look and you really wanted to make that argument in certain shows, you could. In almost every show. I mean, when I was growing up, there was a nice little show called Home Improvement on. Yeah.
I remember that.
That show alone, you could have a field day with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Tim Allen was a useless father. Without his wife, he was absolutely useless. Right? So, I mean, you could point out, and even in Trek, you could point out those moments. DS9, there's one that sticks out to me that because it was funny because I was in that mood where I was like, well, if I was nitpicking this to today's standard, what could I nitpick? How could I nitpick this? Right now, keep in mind I like the episode, but just for fun, I decided let's throw on the other hat and let's nitpick the hell out of this.
Uh-huh.
And do you remember the episode where and now, of course, I'm going to blank, where the Klingons and I'm trying to remember her name. Why can't I remember her name?
Martok's wife?
No. I should know this. Yeah.
Okay, Jadzia.
There we go. And Jadzia go to kill the albino.
Yes.
That's season 1, I think, or 2.
Okay.
One of the earlier ones. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you wanted to be a complete jackass, right?
Mm-hmm.
The argument you could make at the end of that episode, right, was you have your Klingon warriors fighting, right? And they're fighting the albino. Who takes him out? Not who kills him, who takes him out?
You're actually asking who took him out.
Yeah. Who takes him out?
It
Not
was
Nelson, but who takes him out?
It was Jadzia.
Yeah. So you could turn around if you wanted to be a complete jackass, and no, I don't think this, but if you actually wanted to be a jackass, you could make the argument, oh, look at that. The woman had to beat him up, and then she threw the man a bone and let him kill him. You could make that argument. It'd be stupid, but you could make the argument.
Yeah, I think that's a little not superficial, but like, I don't care. No, like, why would I care about that?
What I mean. If you wanted to, you could make the argument.
I mean, yeah, you can make an argument about anything if you want to. I mean,
yeah. So for me, that's why I sit there and I kind of go, well, I don't know. Is the person looking for it? Because I missed it, right?
Yeah.
And like with Diana Troy, when she talked down to Picard, a lot of people got mad about that. And my reaction was, well, wait a second. In TNG, she did it every third episode. That was nothing new. That's nothing new. Diana Troy talking down to Picard? Give me a break. She did it throughout the entire TNG TNG
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She would always question him. That's her job. That was her freaking job.
Yeah. So for me, that didn't seem out of place at all. Right? That's just that's character continuity for you. I mean,
and it's exactly right. It's character continuity. It's the writers not just writing a story plot that's a cookie hole. You know what I mean? Like this. That's another thing that's pissing me off about Picard is I'm tired of seeing other plots blatantly used, like Mass Effect. I mean, there's just there's nothing over. The originality is not kicking me. At least with TNG, DS9, hell, even parts of Voyager had originality in their plot.
There's another show that's quite popular that, well, let's face it, it does that a lot. And the other argument I would use on that is name me a show that doesn't. Honestly, like in the modern era, name me a show that you can watch from episode 1 to the end of this season without it reminding you of a single thing that's come before.
Well, that's impossible.
On your show.
But there's a gradient. There's a difference between what you just said and painfully close to what you're talking about.
Orville's intro video.
Mm-hmm. Actually, haven't watched full Orville yet. I've yet to.
Okay, well, when you do, watch the intro video. It is a direct mix of TNG and Voyager.
Okay, now one thing about Orville isn't Orville like certain ideas remind you of certain ideas, but that doesn't mean certain ideas. Like, for instance, Family Guy, I guess he's related to that, right? Or Orville. Isn't Orville like they're saying these is what we're based off. Like, this is what drives our inspiration. They're doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
and calling it an original idea and it smelling like a bit
cop out. Because yes, we know that he's the creator of that show is a major Trek fan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
but what we don't know is whether one of these 15 writers in a writer's room is a major Mass Effect fan. And let's face it, they're probably within the age range to be a Mass Effect fan.
It's possible.
Right? So what bothers me is if the show is popular, it's an homage and a tip of the hat. If it is not popular, then it's a ripoff and they're hacks. That's the part of that argument that drives me nuts, because technically, for all we know, one of the writers happens to be a Mass Effect fan and is doing nothing different than any other writer than before by throwing in an Easter egg or two and paying homage to something that he likes in his writing.
And you're right. And you're absolutely right. Nothing against Easter eggs either. Easter eggs are great. Wish we had more of them. Again, I just wish that when they do it, it just seems like they're breaking the rules to do it. If you're gonna adopt another idea, no matter what it is, doesn't even matter what it is. If you're gonna adapt another idea to your idea, you have to follow certain rules of poetics, whatever you want to call it, rules of story making. You can't have it break your own canon. If you can inject it it's
Star Trek's been breaking canon for years.
Huh?
Star Trek.
What about that?
What for about years?
That? Yeah.
Not just in Discovery and not just in Picard. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, and you know what? Every show has had the first season of TNG. Let's be honest. Even as a TNG fan, it ain't the greatest.
No, but they got better over time. They got better over time.
And that's
their canon solidified.
Right? We're 10 episodes into the first season.
Oh, and we're being brutal.
People are already saying this is destroying Trek.
Yep, and that's not new either. That's been happening since TNG, since DSI. It's going through its whips right now, and whether it survives or not, because that's the reason why I'm wasting my time. This is not me wasting my time. This is me hoping that we stir up the fans to get CBS to say, you need to tighten up your lines fast. You're getting the same thing all the other shows got right now. We're telling you here, this you need to do something, please, dear God, because you had some missteps. You're on a rocky start. Some things that kind of doesn't make sense. We're giving you a pass, go collect 300, but do something, or else you're not going to get that pass, go collect 300, and you're going to have subscribers just dropping off the face of the planet. You're going to have Trekkies just not caring anymore and not watching it anymore. And that's the I do not want to advertise that. Star Trek is golden. It is a charm. It is something that needs to be continued in right manner, and because it influenced so many people. I mean, Star Trek has changed so many lives. It's not even funny. And I want to see it going on. And the thing that really insults me the worst is when I get this feeling, if it tastes like a fish, smells like fish, looks like a fish, that CBS is not giving Picard or Discovery its effort. It's true effort where they're not checking, whether it's their money, care about profits in the background, or not checking their scripts, or not doing review and making sure the storyline won't piss off at least 51% of old Trekkies, you know what I mean? And doing the extra work. I think they're really spitting this out. They're not really putting that much into it. And they're just seeing, oh, well, we've got to make some money. They're going to watch it. They're going to pay for it. And however long it lasts is however long it lasts. If it only lasts 2 years, then it only lasts 2 years. I just don't think they're giving it what it should.
I would agree. And I'm hoping that, that after seeing the final episode of the season, that we're proven wrong. I hope that we are. Let me ask this: what do you do? What type of fandom are you involved in besides Star Trek?
I mean, a few. Unfortunately, the fandoms. I mean. There's something going on right now because there are a lot of shows getting canceled without any kind of closure, killing off the fandom before it even gets to grow. I mean, I was a fan of a few things. I'm a Babylon 5 fan, Dark Matter fan, Stargate fan, loved Stargate. Oh my God, love Stargate. I mean, it just goes to show you how shows that maybe competitionally wise, like on the air, Stargate was fighting Star Trek, you know what I mean? And you had 7 and 9, and then Stargate came out with that one that one chick with the snake in her head. I forgot her name. Don't forget what she looks like. Forgot her name.
I know what you mean.
And then they had SGU, which was a great improvement in so many ways, and got killed for the small amount of things it did, just because of the whole episodal. Because that was a great example of how you have a long-term plot, and Picard could take a note from this. How SGU had a long-term plot, and had every episode had a subplot inside that actually mattered, that made a full episode with a full story, start to finish. Not just, oh, we're going here, oh, we're going to talk in this. No, it was a full episode. Something's happening. People are dying. It fixed, and that got you the next step closer to the long-term plot. So that way you have the best of both worlds, pun intended. And then
absolutely.
They canceled that show, and the show was so smart. The people at Stargate were so. That's why I wish I almost wish that the people who made Stargate were CBS right now, because I'd rather have them making Star Trek, because they cared so much about their plot and their shows that the season finale. I don't know. Did you watch the season finale of SGU?
No.
They actually left it open for a 3-year gap. They even said, we're about to do something. We don't know if we're going to come out of it, but it's going to take 3 years. So even in the story and season finale, they gave Netflix or third party 3 years to buy SGU and continue it on. No one bought it and ended up dying. I'm sure all the plots and everything are all gone now. But it was a great show. Great show.
You know, I would like for you to come back on again, if you wouldn't mind, after the
sure, absolutely, guys. Anytime.
Episode airs. But unfortunately, we do have to get going for now.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, and you're always welcome on my channel too when I have my morning rambles or whatever.
Absolutely, anytime at all, fellas. I'm here. I actually work. I work from my house here, so I turn my garage into an office. So,
and I'd like to say, I think we proved that you can have two people on a panel that have different opinions, and then not turn into a shouting match or a name calling match.
Yeah, that's just chasing your tail
about something.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
Absolutely. All right, fellas. Y'all take care then.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much for coming on.
Bye, everyone.
All right, Captain Trek. I'll let you go and take her easy.
Thank you. You have a good one.